welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Maris. If you're not new, welcome back, and thank you for tuning in. I know it's been a while since I posted my last video, 8 months to be exact. I keep telling myself I'm gonna post one today, I'm gonna make a video today, I'm gonna film this, I'm gonna film that. Never happens. And if I do start, because I started the other day, I just never finished it. Why? Because my son woke up. So let's rewind back in time. My last video was about my high-risk pregnancy. If you haven't watched it, or if you want to watch it, if you want to rewatch it, I'm going to link it down below. That was about my high-risk incompetent cervix. And now this video is about motherhood. How it's been treating me, how I've been dealing with it. So let's just get right into it. So let's rewind back in time to exactly 8 months ago, which was my last video. So let's say 9 months. I had a premature baby at 31 weeks at 3 pounds 7 ounces. A little tiny baby. He stayed in the NICU for 4 weeks. They just wanted him to gain his weight. So at around 5 pounds or so, he came home. 4 weeks later, he came home. He was perfect, so perfect, tiny and cute. But that's when the real being a mommy came in. Having to wake up every 3 hours to feed. You are so tired. So tired. All you want to do is cry. Because, like, what else can you do? I could tell you. Deal with it. As my boyfriend would say, deal with it. Which I had to. He was on a schedule already from the NICU. Every 3 hours he would have to feed. I was breastfeeding. It got challenging at times to a point that I couldn't do it. But now that I think about it, I wish I would have tried harder. Yeah, I wish I would have tried a little harder, because it's so good. So many benefits that you have, you know. But it's just something that I chose not to do anymore because it was just so hard. The pumping every 15-20 minutes, you know, it was just hard. So yeah, you will be sleep deprived, like, and my boyfriend working, so I had to be considerate also of him getting his sleep because of work. He will work 5-6 days a week from this time of the morning to this time in the afternoon, come home tired. So it was times that I had to deal with it and just suck it up. And it was a lot of times, like 95% of the time, he would be so tired, but he would still manage to help me and deal with it. Thank you, baby. Yeah, it was just, you know, challenging, but it's something we signed up for. We knew what we was getting into. We knew it wasn't going to be easy. And if you say motherhood is easy, you're lying. You're lying. Lying. Because it's not. It's hard. But you get your, you know, your ways. You learn new tricks. You learn old tricks. You know, just something you have to do with as a mom. Now, he is 9 months. 9 months. 20 pounds. Full of life. Full of life. He doesn't sit still anymore. He crawls. He walks. Baby language. Mama when he feels like it. Papa all day. And he says Baba. Baba is what I call his milk. You want Baba? And he'd be like, Baba. Which I figured out, like, he's not saying Papa. Because I'd be like, you want Baba? And then I'll be like, Papa? He'd be like, Papa. I'm like, okay, you're saying Baba. Yeah, he only says Mommy when he wants to, whatever. I'm the one that physically went through all the pain to have you. And you say Papa 24/7? No, I don't think so. Anyways, yeah, every 3 hours he had to eat. And because he was so tiny and it was our first time dealing with a baby, well, it's not my first time dealing with a baby, but like my own, yes, first time. Previously, nieces and nephews, but it's not the same. I backtrack when my sister had her kids. Did she go through this? Did she go through this? Did Melly did this? Did Jacob did this? No. Totally different kids. He would spit up through his nose in the middle of the night. Or not even in the middle, through the day. Which is scary. Like, you can't even, like, be relaxing, because you're like thinking in the back of your head, is he okay? Is he okay? Is he breathing fine? So I had to be on top of him literally 24/7. So I remember like it was yesterday, the day that he did it for the first time, and I was so scared. I'm like, it was like 9-10 p.m. I called the NICU, like, he's spitting out from his nose. I don't know what to do. I'm scared. Should I take him to the emergency room? Come to find out, it was normal. They told me what to do. They said elevate his head for about 20 minutes after you feed him. Don't put him on his back right away when he eat. Lesson learned. After that, yes, he did it a couple of times after that, but obviously I knew what to do. Checkpoint, I learned my lesson. But yeah, like, it was hard. I was so tired. When they say it takes a village to raise a child, believe me, when it's true. If you have a support system, you're gonna be fine. Thank you, God, for the support system that I had between my mom, my sisters, my friends, and my boyfriend's mom. I had the best help. Even if it wasn't physically all the time, I would call my sister like, Rosie, did Jacob do this when he was little? Or Momo, I can't remember what was smelly. Like, I would literally call them, or my friends, no matter what time it was. They would always answer, and they would always text me, are you okay? Mom always told me, just bring him if you need help. Like, it was amazing. Like, I can't thank them enough for all the help that they gave me, and they still do. They still do. So yeah, it was challenging at first. It still is nowadays. Now that he's moving so much, I literally gotta keep my 4 eyes open, and I only have 2. LOL. I only have 2, but he's just moving and getting into everything that is scary sometimes, because like, you don't want him to fall and hurt himself, but then you also can't be on top of him 24/7. It's just impossible. If you ever said motherhood was easy, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying. It's not. It's not easy. You're lying. You're lying. But I managed to deal with it. Managed to get through. I can't. My boyfriend is seriously so good. So good. And to be first time parents, I think we're doing a bomb job. Because Rating is amazing. He's perfectly fine. And he's learning so much. So much. He listens when he wants to. He's a baby, so hello. But if you tell him come to you, he comes. He's crawling, walking, sitting up, standing up, getting into things, getting under the bed and getting stuck. Getting into things that he's not supposed to be getting into. He still do. You tell him come, he'll come. But if you tell him to stop, he will laugh. If you tell him no, he laughs. We're not gonna have that. But yeah, if you are a mom to be, if you have a newborn, have a baby on the way, whatever the case may be, it's gonna be very hard. Very hard. Like, it was a couple of months that, you know, I felt like I had postpartum depression, which is something you don't want to really have to deal with, but it's something that happens a lot. I was like on the edge, but I feel like it was more being tired, you know, that all the crying. And I'm an emotional person, period. I'm a Gemini, so yeah. You just learn to deal with things, and if you need help, ask. Don't feel like you can't ask somebody for help, but you have to, like, you know, you learn your tricks here and there. You learn what to do and what not to do. You could take somebody else's advice. You could go with your own advice. It's your child. You deal with it how you feel like it's best. But yeah, once he, like, you know, learn how to sit up, forget about it. Learn how to call, totally forget about it. Like, my life is over. No, I'm just kidding. But I love being his mom. But he's serious. He's such an amazing kid. One thing I do have to say, if you're mom, first time mom like me, if your baby hasn't born yet and you just want to, you know, get little tips here and there, one thing I do have to say, try not to baby the baby. Like, I know it's hard. You just had a baby. You want to hold him, her 24/7. You just want to feel like, you know, yeah, you had the baby for 9 months. In my case, 6 months. You know, you just want to hold him or her. That's all you want to do. But it will backfire on you. You will regret it. Why, you may ask? Once a baby get used to something, it's going to be hard to not do it. So, for example, if you're sleeping with the baby from the day the baby came home and the baby's growing, that's all the baby's going to want to do is sleep with you. Why? Because that's what you did. That's something my mom told me from the beginning was, don't baby the baby. Which is something I followed. And I wanted to do it prior to her telling me. Why? Because, you know, I have sisters that have kids. I know how it goes. They did it. Well, they didn't baby the baby. So that's something I wanted to do too. Why? Because once you do that, it's hard. If you're with the baby 24/7, the baby's only going to want you. If you want to go out, it's going to be hard. Some people's not going to want to watch your kid. Why? Because they're crying and all they want to do is be held. Not everybody is like the mom. If that makes sense. Meaning, I want to leave my son with my mom. Okay, my mom's going to take the baby. Now, he's crying and crying. All my mom got to do is pick him up and he stops. But what happens? What if my mom has something to do? She can't, like, you know, you get my drift? She can't stop doing what she's doing because the baby want to be held. Like, it's just something like you have to think about. It's not only about you no more. But once the baby's in daycare, or you want to go out for a date night, or you just want to go out, period. There's things that you have to think about that you can't do because you're not the only one watching the baby. And if you're somebody that's just you and the baby 24/7, then you're going to go crazy. Crazy. So don't do it. Another thing, do not sleep with the baby. I didn't, thank you God. He slept on his crib from the day he got home. We did have the little bassinet. I don't know if it's a bassinet. Whatever it is called that you put in the middle of the bed between you and your boyfriend or yourself if you don't have a man. No shade. Teach them how to sleep on their own. It's one thing also the doctors tell you. Don't sleep with the baby. Why? Because you could roll over and hurt him or her. So yeah, he learned how to sleep on his own crib. I never had that problem. Only when he's sick sometimes. If it's like 4 in the morning and I'm so tired, I'm like, I can't get up. Or my boyfriend's knocked out because he got work in the morning. I'll just be like, alright. I think I only did that like 3 times through the 9 months. So yeah, just don't do it. Just don't do it. 3, if you have a gut feeling of somebody that you leave your kid with and you notice a pattern, like every time you see that person the baby's crying, or if you just have that gut feeling, do not leave your kid there. I personally never went through that, but I know people that have. Don't do it to yourself. Listen to your gut feeling. Once you become a mom, you just get these feelings and these instincts. Like sometimes I'll be in the shower and he'll be sleeping or he'll be in here, and if he's crying for whatever reason, in my head I hear him crying. It sounds a little creepy or crazy, but if you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. You just get that feeling. Or if you're out and you just get some weird feeling, I automatically call whoever he's with. Is he okay? Or text, is he okay? Yeah, hungry, whatever the case may be. It never fails with me, ever. Like I'll be in the shower now, like in my head I just hear him crying. I'm like, what? And I'll just get out the shower, whatever the case may be. If he's by himself in here, just whatever. But yeah, you learn to deal with your own. You learn to deal with it your own way. You follow advice from your parents, your moms, your aunts, the elderly people. Not elderly, but you know, yeah. You learn. You also get advice from friends and close, you know. You learn your own little tricks. So you'll be okay. If I'm fine and I'm done with a whole lot, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, it's just hard sometimes, you know. You just want to sleep and you can't. Another tip, whenever your child is sleeping, when he's sleeping, you take a nap. I learned that the hard way. If he's sleeping, take a nap. I did that today. Fell asleep. Even if it's for 15 minutes that he's or her sleep, she sleep. Even if it's for 15-30 minutes, trust me, it helps. I'll be lucky sometimes if he sleeps for an hour or two, because that means I'll sleep for an hour or two. And there's days that he just sleeps. Oops. He just sleeps for like 15 minutes. It happens a lot. Through the night, he sleeps through the whole night. Thank you, God. He sleeps through the whole night, which is another thing that you have to, you know, learn, manage if you're a new mom. Keep them on a schedule, because once you go back to work or school, whatever the case is, he woke up. You're gonna need a sleeping schedule for the baby, toddler, infant. But yeah, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's hard. It got its days, got its good and its bad. But once you get the hang of it, you'll be fine. Totally fine. Trust me. I know. Now it's just like, I want a second kid. Not right now. My boyfriend says 5 years. I don't think so. But you'll get the hang of it. It's like an amazing feeling. Like if you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. He woke up. He woke up. If you're a mom, you know what I'm talking about. It's just an amazing feeling. Like you have somebody cool. You have a whole human calling you mom. It's amazing. Amazing. And I love it so much. I wouldn't trade it. If I could do it all over again, I would. Talking about the complications, I don't know. Well, I don't know. But if I had to do it again, I would do it again. All over again. For him, I would. He's seriously amazing. He's so smart. Lucky enough to say mama. He only says it when he's hungry, when he wants me to get him out of his crib, or he's stuck somewhere. Other than that, he says papa 24/7. Like seriously, I went through all that pain. And that's your father. I went through it physically. He went through it emotionally. You should say mama 24/7, not papa. But whatever, I'll let it be. Hi. Hi. Yeah. Let the chatterbox begin. But any questions? Probably left out a few things, you know. Once I get in front of this camera, I forget stuff. But any questions you feel like you want to ask, feel free to do so. I feel like, I don't know, did I cover everything? I don't know. I don't know. But one thing I do know, I'm doing a bomb job. I am. I know I am. Every time he smiles at me, I know I'm doing something good. I know I'm doing something right, as by raising him the way I am. Yeah, I'm gonna stumble here and there, but who doesn't? Who doesn't? So I know I'm doing good. That smile just makes up for everything. Oh, and he's gonna be bad. I know he's gonna be bad. My father told me when he was tiny, he was like, he's gonna be worse than Jacob, my nephew. And Jacob is a trip. He's a trip. But now I see. Now that he's getting a little older, I see what my dad was talking about. But yeah, it was good talking to you guys. I will promise to keep, you know, this up and upload what I can here and there. It's something I really have always wanted to do. I just gotta break my little shell. Once I do that, I'll be fine. As of right now, get what you get, right? So thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe up here, somewhere up here. And I will be back soon. Bye guys.